Hello everybody and welcome to Academy of Civil Services. My name is Asif Rahman and today we are going to learn about the subject geography. So today we are going to discuss about the subject geography and we will understand what to study and what not to study in this particular subject. Anyway, we know that geography is important for the General Studies paper 1 for the preliminary exam, as well as it is also important for the mains exam as well. But do we know what syllabus we need to cover for the prelims and the mains? Let us check today and let us understand how we can start geography, how we can prepare for the prelims as well as simultaneously for the mains examination. For all this 52% of students who feel that there is a confusion in the head on what to study and what not to study, I am going to present you today in a way that it will help you to understand or it will help you to kickstart this particular subject for the upcoming civil service examination. So let's start. So we can see here, first let us divide geography into three equal parts. First, we can say physical geography, then we can see social geography and economic geography. So when we divide this subject into three equal parts, that is physical geography means everything that we see in front of our eyes. Like when we wake up early in the morning, the rock that we can see in the garden, what type of rock is that? Or when we see up in the sky, the clouds that we can see. Do you know that there are names of these clouds? Also the stars, the sun, as well as like how many planets are there in all total, not in our solar system, but whole of the universe. Anyway, we will discuss more about this topic when we start this syllabus or when we start this subject in a chronological order. So everything that we see in the earth or outside the earth, like the landforms, the mountains, the rivers, sea, the interior of the earth, what is there inside the earth, everything belongs to physical geography. So in physical geography, there is world geography and Indian geography. All together we call it as physical geography. Next we have social geography. So the term itself, social, sometimes this particular word is also known as human geography. So you must have learned human geography in your 11-12. Like in the NCERT, we have this human geography who are from the arts background. So here we are going to learn everything about the human or everything about people. People's sex ratio, we are going to learn about the infant mortality rate, the population census, as well as the settlement of the people in an urban area as well as in a rural area. Like how the people are surviving in the mountains, how the people are surviving in the jungle, in the equatorial belt, right? People are there who are still living in the jungles. There are people who are living high up in the mountains like Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, how these people are surviving there. And such way we have to understand these different tribes which are also there throughout the nation of India. So everything we have to study inside social geography. Next comes economic geography, right? So here we have to learn the economy, that means the resources which are available in the earth and how these resources we are using it in our day-to-day life, or how these resources we are taking from the planet Earth and how we are establishing different industries. So these things we have to learn inside economic geography. Now, let us see the physical geography in detail. Let us understand what topics we need to study inside physical geography. So see here. In physical geography, we have to make a plan. We have to understand what are the chapters we have to cover for completing the world geography or Indian geography. First, we will start with the universe. That means the earth, right? From where this earth came into being. So who is the mother of the planet Earth? Everything we will learn inside earth and universe. That means the origin of the universe as well as the origin of the earth. Now, have you ever imagined, like we have life in this particular planet, right? In the planet Earth, we have life. That's why we are here. But have you ever imagined that there might be life outside our planet? Or there might be life in some planet in the whole universe where life is possible. Have you ever imagined that? Anyway, those things we will discuss in this particular module that we call as Earth and Universe. Next, we will start with geomorphology. So geomorphology means, in science we call it as geology. Now, can you tell me the height of the Mount Everest? Who can type in the Q&A? The height of the Mount Everest. We can say that the approximate height or the height of the Mount Everest is 8,848 meters, right? But do you know that the exact height of the Mount Everest is 8,848.86 centimeter. Now you will ask me, what is this? How this 0.86 centimeter came in? Well, Mount Everest was recently measured with the help of Nepal and China. They collaborated together and they measured the height of the Mount Everest after some 51 years. And they found that there is an increase of height in the Mount Everest. Now you might be thinking how it is possible, whether there is some kind of soul inside the mountains. It is not a living being, it is just a rocky landform. How can it increase in its height? Well, it is true. That is because of the plate tectonic theory, and which we will discuss inside this particular module. So in geomorphology, you will be learning everything about the landforms, about the mountains, rivers and valleys, everything which you can see on the Earth's crust and the interior of the Earth. What is there inside the Earth? What is functioning inside the Earth? So anyway, the whole Earth is a mechanism. It is a mechanism, or it's like a machine which is rotating or which is inactive for billions and billions of years. Well, anyway, this is a very interesting topic which you have to cover inside geomorphology. Next come climatology. Now, climatology means everything that is in the atmosphere, right? So our planet Earth, it is covered with the atmosphere. We have studied about it in our school days. So here in climatology, you will be learning about the atmosphere, plus you have to learn about different winds which are blowing in a particular direction. Now, if you do not understand climatology, or if you do not attend the classes for climatology, right, or if your concepts are not clear for this particular module, then understanding oceanography becomes difficult. So my dear aspirant, here I want to tell you that whenever you start a particular subject, always take it in a chronology. If you study from between, like say for example, you might get some videos in YouTube, but if you watch a video on a particular topic without understanding the previous topic, then you will be confused. So there will be questions in the examination like consider the statement, and some 4 statements will be there. So one statement might be from climatology, one statement might be from oceanography. But if you do not clear your concept regarding the wind pattern, then you will never able to understand the statement is right or wrong in ocean currents. So winds and ocean currents moves hand in hand, or they're collaborating together. So it is very important for you to understand this subject in a chronological order, right? After that, here we will learn the natural vegetations. So in natural vegetation, we have to understand about the forest. So in natural vegetation, we will learn about different trees and different plants, and how these forests and plants are differ, or there is a difference of forest. Obviously, the forest which is found in the northeast India, that will be different, and the forest which is found near Gujarat, that will be different. The forests which are found in the northern part of India, like in Kashmir, that will be different, and the forest which is available in the southern part of India, that will be different. So why there is difference of forest, or why there is difference of plantation in a particular nation itself, right? So those things we have to study inside natural vegetation. Then comes economic, which we have already studied, right? Economic means economic geography. We have to study about the resources. We have to understand all types of resources, fossil fuels, Petroleum, coal, solar energy, wind energy, everything we have to study inside economic geography. And then finally, social geography, that is about the human geography. We have to study about the population as well. So this is the brief module for the physical geography. So inside each module, Earth and Universe, geomorphology. So in geomorphology, you will be learning about earthquakes, about volcanoes, tsunami. In climatology, you have to learn about thunderstorm, cyclones, cloudbursts. So such like geophysical phenomena, which we call as geophysical phenomena or natural disasters, we have to study inside these particular modules, right? Now, since you have understood the syllabus for prelims, now let us see what we need to study for mains. See this. So for mains, the first syllabus which is given in the website. So if you check the UPSC website, you will see the syllabus, and the same syllabus I'm putting up here. So see, the first thing that you have to prepare for mains is salient features of world's physical geography. That means if you prepare yourself in a better way before the preliminary examination, then you don't need to study anything for the mains as well. Everything that you study for the prelims in physical geography is again required for the mains examination, right? Now let's see the next topic. So the next topic we can see distribution of key natural resources. So where have we heard this term natural resources or resources? Can you type in the Q&A? Where have we heard about this term resources? Yes, we have learned it in economic geography. So see, before the prelims itself, if you have a good grip of the resources which is available around the planet, as well as giving more importance on the resources which is available in India, then here you have to study how these natural resources we are using it for different industries. So industries like primary industry, secondary industry and tertiary sector industry. Now what is this primary, secondary and tertiary sector industry? Say for example, in your district, right, petroleum was discovered. Now what the government will do? Of course the government will invite companies like Oil India Limited, ONGC, or you can say Reliance Petroleum. So such industry who will come and who will drill the petroleum from the interior of the earth. Those industries who deals directly with the natural resources. This type of industry, we call it as primary sector industries. So these industries will give us the raw material, right? Say petroleum was discovered and they have provided us the petroleum. Now you have petroleum. So what will you do? What will you do with the petroleum? Will you fry fishes? No, right? Say you need a vehicle. So you will refill your vehicle with petroleum. Now, those industries who will manufacture vehicles or who deals in manufacturing this particular laptop, this particular TV or the wristwatch or the mobile phone that we are using, such type of industries, we call it as secondary type of industries. And then finally, you have petroleum, you have the vehicle. Now imagine you don't know how to drive a vehicle. So what will you do? Yes, you will join a driving school. So this industry who deals in services like hospital, tourism, hotel management, Academy of Civil Service, we are a tertiary sector industry. So we are providing coaching for the aspirants who are planning to prepare for the Indian Civil Service examination, right? Next we can see the next topic which is required for mains, geophysical phenomena. So where have we learned the geophysical phenomena? Yes, we have learned or we have discussed about geophysical phenomena in geomorphology in the prelims syllabus. So all these geophysical phenomena which you will be learning before the prelims, like earthquakes, like tsunami, volcano, cyclone, thunderstorm, cloudburst, and all these phenomena, El Nino, La Nina, all these geophysical phenomena you have to learn again, or if you learn before the prelims in a chronological order, then you don't need to learn it again. Only you need to focus in your answer writing skill. Yes, that answer you have to evaluate from an expert. So in the mains, if you do not take the guidance of an expert, then of course you will not be able to understand how much marks you will get, right? You yourself will give 10 on 10, but exactly will you get that much mark? No, right? So you have to evaluate it from an expert who will give you the exact marks which is required or which you might be getting after reading your answer. So this is the syllabus for the mains geography. Now tell me, is there any difference in the syllabus for prelims and mains? How many of you says there is no difference between the prelims and main syllabus? Can you raise your hand if you feel that there is no difference between the prelims and main syllabus? Yes, that is true. Majority of you are raising your hand. Now let me show you the book list. So the books which I can refer you, like NCERT books, of course, everybody will be telling you go for the NCERT, right? I'm also telling you, you can go with World Physical Geography class 11. If you are not much aware of this particular subject, like you have not studied this subject in your school days, in your colleges, and you don't know nothing about geography, then of course you can start from 6th standard NCERT book, but that will consume a lot of time, right? So studying from 6th standard NCERT for all these subjects like geography, polity, history, economy, and what else we have, science and technology, ecology, environment, how many books you will read, right? So don't worry. Today in this class, I will show you a study plan which will help you to understand what to study, how to choose the chapters which are required for the particular subjects. Anyway, you can start with NCERT class 11, and after completing this, you can go with some standard books like Majid Hussain, or one more book is there known as G.C. Leong. Well, these are standard books, books which are published by specific authors, right? But then if you ask me, sir, which book is more beneficial, then of course I will say that both the books are beneficial. In a way, in G.C. Leong, climatology part is in a good way, and in Majid Hussain, some update contents are published every year. But more than that, of course, you will have to complete the NCERT class 11 World Physical Geography. But if you do not have that amount of time, then Academy of Civil Service welcome you to get a brief description or to get a detailed understanding of this subject, where we will give you a mix of NCERT standard books and our class content, and through which you will understand this subject in the most beneficial way. And more than that, the most important book that is required to understand geography is the atlas. Well, without an atlas and without this particular globe, if you are planning to read geography or if you're planning to understand geography, then of course it is not possible. Only with books, understanding geography is not possible. Geography, it's a mixture of science and as well as it's a mixture of art, right? So physical geography is all about science, astronomy, geology. So that's why you have to be practical. You have to have a globe, and with this globe, I will teach you today. I will let you know how you can understand geography. So stay tuned with me. I will show you how with this particular globe, I will give you the most important two topics today in this session itself, which from where UPSC as well as some state public service question like APSC, KPSC or Bihar Public Service, in those examination, questions came from these two particular chapters that I'm going to give you today in this very session, right? So anyway, now let us move ahead. So before starting my session, if you have really liked our yesterday's class, and if you will enjoy today's class, after that, if you feel that you need some guidance, if you feel that you need to cover the syllabus with the help of some experts, so that in a minimum amount of time, that is of course within 8 months or within 12 months, if you want to complete the syllabus for the prelims and the GS1 and the GS2, then yes, Academy of Civil Services welcome you to our classes. So let me quickly give you a glimpse of our classes, and after that I will give you the study plan, the backbone of your preparation. I will show you how you can prepare a study plan for yourself. But before that, it is my duty and my responsibility to show you what courses we have. Anyway, we are going to start our new course from 13 March. From 13 March, we are going to start our new course where you will get 600 hours of classes. And the timing will be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That means 2 hours of classes for 12 months. where we will complete 600 hours of classes. In this particular course, we will give you the hard copy of the study materials. So this complete hard copy study materials will be sent to your postal addresses, right? Wherever you are, don't worry. If you are from Kanyakumari, if you are from Kashmir, we will send you the hard copy through India Postal Service. But your coupon code, because you have attended this webinar, you have attended the 2 days of classes, we are giving you a 50% discount because you have attended these sessions, right? But that 50% coupon code will be valid till 26 February. If you have any confusion, our counselors will be calling you. You can discuss with them and they will let you know in detail as well. And the next course, this is a 12-month course, and the next course we have is the 6 months online live coaching, where we are giving classes for 4 hours. And this 4 hours timing will be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So the same 600 hours of classes we will complete within 6 months if you give us 4 hours of your time. But if you cannot invest that amount of time, then yes, you can join with the 12 months coaching, where you will get 2 hours of classes. Fine. So these are the 2 courses which we are going to start from 13 March, and the last date will be 26th of February. Right? 26th of February. So all these details will be provided to you. Don't worry about it. So these are the things which I wanted to share with you today. After the class, after my session gets over, obviously I will discuss with you in detail as well.